Good afternoon, guys. It is Friday afternoon. I'm getting ready to pack for my 1 week vacation in the Outer Banks in North Carolina. It's going to be my 4th year in a row going there for the summer in August. So I'm very much looking forward to this vacation. It's a place that my family again has gone to the last 4 years, and it's not so much like an adventure vacation, but definitely one where I can relax on the beach by the pool and just get away from New York for a little bit. So yeah, this is very much just a little like family getaway. So let's see, it's 2025 now. The first time I went there was probably 2022. And the first 2 years we stayed at the same house, and then this year we're actually staying at the same rental we booked last year. The first 2 years we were probably there with like over 15 people, so family, extended family, friends, which was nice because I'd never experienced going on vacation with that many people before. All of us kind of had our own like bedrooms and I guess like porch and our own bathroom, so it was a very comfortable place. And we rented that house through this company called Twitty, which is like super popular and well known in the Outer Banks. And then last year and this year we are renting a smaller townhouse near the ocean through this company called Sun Realty. So looking forward to visiting again. And it's actually the smallest group, so there's really only going to be 4 of us this year, and I guess every single year the group has kind of just decreased in size. So it's always fun regardless, but again, just like looking forward to our vacation. So like I said, today is Friday and I have to pack. We're leaving super early Sunday morning, right outside of like the New York area, New York City area, and it'll probably take us a little over like 8 hours. Let me see, how long does it take to get down there? We're specifically staying in Corolla, North Carolina, which is like north of Duck, so more of like a northern area along the Outer Banks. The Outer Banks is definitely like longer and larger than just where we're staying. Okay, so it's telling me, at least for right now, summer Friday traffic. If I were to leave right now, it would take me 9 hours and 16 minutes. But if we leave a little bit earlier, like at 3:30 in the morning, it shouldn't take us that long, and we'll probably get there by lunchtime like we normally do. So yeah, we'll be there for a full week, leaving on Sunday from New York, and then leaving there the following Sunday, coming back to New York for the summer. We usually get there a little bit like later in the season. I mean, it seems like it's probably really popular in June and July. I'm sure it'll still be busy when we're down there, but maybe not as much visitors as they have like in July. Let's see. So when I started going there, I feel like I probably packed more clothes than I needed, especially for like the rentals that we've have like a washer and dryer. So over the years, I've learned I don't need to have as many clothes. If I really need, more, I can just like throw them in the wash and the dryer. And basically like just living out of bathing suits and t-shirts, shorts, and flip-flops. I always bring a pair of sneakers in case we're doing some more like walking. Yeah, for the most part, I'm just basically living out of my bathing suit, t-shirt, comfy shorts, pajamas at night. That's about it. So used to be a little bit more of an overpacker for my first time going down there in 2022, and I'd like to think that over the years like understood what I actually need to bring with me. We definitely like overpacked on like types of food that we would want in 2022, whereas now that I'm familiar with the grocery stores down there like Food Lion or Harris Teeter, I know which like almond milk that they have that I like, or what types of like feta cheese for my Greek salad I want to have, so I'm not too worried about the food situation as I was when I first visited. So if any of you have been down to OBX, like feel free to share. I know, being from New York, a lot of people like to go down to the Jersey Shore or LBI or even like the Cape Cod for vacations. I haven't been to LBI or Cape Cod. For the first time this year, we went to Cape May in New Jersey for Memorial Day weekend, and I definitely enjoyed that vacation, especially since the drive was a lot shorter than the Outer Banks, but I still really enjoy the trips to the Outer Banks. So I find the atmosphere in the Outer Banks to be like relaxed, right? Okay, so each year that we've gone down there, it hasn't rained, knock on wood. Let me look at the forecast for this week. Okay, let me look at the right town. So usually on my phone it comes up as Duck, North Carolina. So have you heard of Duck Donuts? That first originated in Duck, North Carolina on the Outer Banks. So, okay, so it looks like we might have some rain on Tuesday during our vacation, and it looks like thunderstorms on Thursday. The place we're staying does have like Blu-ray players, so maybe we'll turn those evenings or days into just like movie nights and board game nights. Yeah, for the most part, it looks like, 15 to 25% like cloudiness, but the weather is looking good, still warm. So here, let me take you to my wardrobe and we can start setting aside some of the things I'll be packing and taking with me to the Outer Banks. This is definitely one of the things I'll be bringing with me. I've only owned this for like, I don't know, May, June, July, maybe like 3 months, but I know this is like a big, trendy, I don't know, like tumbler now, but this one is my Brewmate. I'm pretty sure this is the 30-ounce one. I think the color is sand. I'm not sure, but I'll link it down below. But I've definitely been taking this with me everywhere just to stay hydrated this summer, and I'll continue to bring it with me to OBX. I've really enjoyed the straw because during the summers and during my commute like into the city, I like to have iced coffee or an iced latte that I make at home and take with me. And I usually travel with like a larger purse or a backpack. But if I'm bringing an iced beverage with me, I always worry that it's going to spill, and that's just the last thing I need to deal with during my commute. So with the Brewmate, you can lock it so nothing spills, or at least nothing should spill. And yeah, to open it, you like twist it and turn it so it meets this little like, I don't know, bump out if you can see. Yeah, so it just aligns and that means it's open. So then my straw is open. Good. And I can stay hydrated. And I find it keeps my cold beverages like super cold. Like some days I'll go to work and come back to work in the evening and I still have some ice cubes in there. So it definitely gets the job done. It's like minimalistic, looks cute, isn't too heavy. I stick it in the dishwasher on the top rack, so that just works out perfectly. So this is definitely the first thing I'll be bringing with me for the OBX trip. I haven't brought it with me in the past, but excited to have it with me this year. So first thing I am going to need is my suitcase or my bag. So let me go and grab that. Okay, so I've got my duffel bag here. I usually like a duffel bag just for domestic trips like this, when we're taking the car down and not a flight. If I was like flying, I'd probably bring my smaller carry-on suitcase. Let's see, where is that? Oh, it's somewhere right here. Okay, so this is the suitcase I usually bring with me. Yeah, so this is typically the suitcase I would bring with me for like a domestic flight, like if I'm going to Chicago or Nashville or San Diego for a couple days. That's what I'd usually bring, but for, again, just like weekend getaways or domestic trips, a duffel bag usually will suffice. I got this suitcase from Woodbury Commons in New York like years ago, probably probably, I want to say 2017, before studying abroad in the Philippines. So I've had this one, I don't know, what is it, like 8 years now? And yeah, it's a good deal. It works just fine. I always see like cool ads for other suitcases out there, like the Away suitcase or Shay Mitchell's, is it Bay's brand? I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. That suitcase, so they always like look really nice. And if this one, or when this one breaks or doesn't do the job anymore, maybe I'll get one of those. But for now, keeping up with this one I got from Woodbury Commons for like $150 a few years ago. I also have like a much larger suitcase that I bought in the Philippines when I was studying abroad and getting ready to come back to the US. So I bought this suitcase in 2018 from Muji because I had so many things that I wanted to bring back with me and not enough like suitcases that I brought when I initially studied abroad. So this one also still works great. And this is what it looks like. So that larger one you can expand, and I'd probably bring with me if I was going somewhere like for 3 weeks internationally. But I'm not this time, maybe soon. So again, that one I got from Muji in Makati, or probably in BGC. Don't know if it's still there, but I definitely missed that spot. But yeah, it can expand with the zipper, and it's got the lock if you want with your code. Alright, so now that we have my bag for my trip, let's pack. This duffel bag I got from Target last April in 2024. It's just like a nice or cute overnight bag. I was having a minimally invasive surgery that year, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be staying overnight or not, and I don't know, I think it was just like retail therapy. Get a nice little like duffel bag just to make me feel better about the hospital visit, and like bring an extra pair of clothes or whatever I would need post-op. But I've definitely been using it a bunch since then for like weekend trips to Boston, Cape May, Montauk throughout this last year. And I didn't bring it with me when I went to OBX last year, but now I'm bringing it with me this year. So I've got my duffel bag from Target and my BrewMate. So the house we're renting this year is providing linens. I'm still debating whether or not I want to bring the pillow I use every night with me. I can't remember if I brought a pillow last year, but let's go through the checklist and make sure I don't forget anything. Alright, so I'm expecting most mornings to be like cool, but not too cool, and like humid by the time like lunchtime comes around in the Outer Banks. So just regular, summer attire, like I would normally wear here in New York, like on the weekends, just like casual day outfits. And in the evenings, I find, wearing like a sweatshirt isn't unheard of, especially like inside the house. So when we would go with a larger group, we'd always fight over what the temperature is, and I'd find that I would get like super duper cold in my bedroom. But because we're with a smaller group, I think hopefully more of us can agree, maybe not, on what the right temperature is. But I do have some like sweatshirts that I've purchased over the years from the Outer Banks, but I'm sure this year I'll probably still buy a whole other Outer Banks t-shirt and a whole new Outer Banks sweatshirt, just because that's what the tradition is. This is the one I got last year. I think there's like a stain on it. Yeah, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't remember what caused it, but there is this stain that really bugs me. I've tried washing this a whole bunch. There is one of the Outer Banks t-shirts I got from a previous year. So I will also be bringing this with me, just because why not? I don't know if I'm like breaking some sort of rule. It's kind of like wearing the band tee to the concert, right? I don't know if that's a faux pas, but yeah, I'm going to wear my Outer Banks like merch and swag while in the Outer Banks, just because that's what I do. I still have some laundry that I might do tonight or tomorrow, because there are a couple items, that I just use like weekly that I'm still using now, or that are in the hamper that I need to wash so that I can bring them with me on this trip. And usually, I can't remember if we did, but I'm planning on folding up my hamper. It's one of the foldable ones, also from Target. And maybe just like bringing, I don't know, is it excessive? I don't know. I'll figure out if I want to bring that with me or not, just to keep like the dirty clothes in one area. I know like after going to the beach or the pool, it's just going to immediately like get like washed or rinsed in the shower, especially if you're going back to the beach or the pool later on that night, or just like throwing it in the wash to be clean and used the next day. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 bathing suits. I don't know if I'm going to bring all of them. Definitely at least 2, maybe a third, just as a backup, just so I already have it. Because I'm just going to rotate. They're either black or like light blue or navy. So I guess that is like my theme. I usually will just stick with like blue, white in the summer. I have a couple like linen or cotton dresses or just like throwovers to put on. So this is like just a linen button down.
What?
These like cute buttons on the side. So this I'll usually just like throw on kind of as like a cover up if I'm also wearing shorts with my bathing suit.
Okay.
And I think I probably got this from Marshall's maybe 1 or 2 years ago, but yeah, it's just 100% linen, and I find it to be really comfortable to wear like on the beach, or if I am just like running an errand and going to the grocery store or grabbing some like iced coffee before going on about my day. Clearly that was like blue and white stripes, and then this is also basically the same. This is Tahari, 100% linen, probably also from Marshall's from a couple years ago. But yeah, it's like a sleeveless dress, which is again just like nice to throw on kind of as a cover up. Or if we do go out to dinner, because we go with so many people, usually we'll just like make dinner at home, or each like in the past part of the family would kind of be like designated an evening to cook dinner for everybody. That way everybody takes a turn of like prepping, feeding, and cleaning up everything one night, and then everybody rotates. So if you have a larger group for 7 days, really only have to cook dinner one night, and other people are like signed the rest of the week, which has been really nice. And again, there's only 4 of us going this year, and maybe we'll do something similar, or maybe we'll like go out at least like 2 times in the evening, and this probably would be a nice appropriate thing to wear. Again, I haven't really gone out for dinner. We've gone out for lunch before, but I'm bringing that. And this is another top or cover up. I think this one's 100% cotton. Let's see. Yep, this is 100% cotton, just a white top from like Jones, New York, also probably from Marshall's. And this, it just has like 2 pockets in the front, and that's also easy to just throw on top of a bathing suit, or wear, you know, with the shirt under it and then some shorts at OBX. So those are definitely my essentials. I know the first year and the third year I brought like a fancy beach hat. I've learned that I really only stick with like baseball caps, so I'll bring a couple of those. Let me go see if I can pick some out to bring that will go well with the t-shirts and shorts I've picked out. Okay, so I have a bunch of hats. Like 2 years ago I just went crazy and just bought like a bunch. But I think this is like the first thing I bought during our first year in the Outer Banks. So again, this is from Corolla. It's got like the wild horses and says North Carolina. And this is typically like my go-to hat, and I've been wearing it for like the last 4 years. So I'll probably bring this one with me, because if I bring it and I have it, then maybe I won't feel like I have to buy another hat. I always buy another shirt and sweatshirt, but maybe I won't buy another hat this year. Then let's see, I've got an Adidas hat, which is like this light green. I have this white one from Gap. I also have like a cream or off cream color that I usually just like leave in my car, because if I have like a spontaneous day where we're going to the park or something, I need to like cover my head. Otherwise I will get burned. I burn pretty badly. I also have this pink Adidas hat, and I have my local farmers market hat, which is also kind of green. So I just have to decide between these. Since I already have the off color like cream kind of hat in my car, I'll probably just like take that one. I'll leave this white one here, and I'll bring this one. So really I just need to decide between, do I want this green or this pink. I think I'm gonna opt for the green Adidas because I brought this on our trip to Cape May at the start of the summer and just want to switch it up. So I'll have 3. That's plenty of hats, but gives me a bunch of options depending on what color I'm feeling that day. So I'm gonna go put these back and I'll stick these on the bed. I packed a couple sports bras, my underwear. Again, I have some items that I'm gonna wash and then see what I want to bring with me. And let's see, I brought 3 pairs of socks. I think 2 is gonna be more than enough. Usually I only wear like socks on the ride down in the car, and then I'll like switch into flip-flops halfway, but every time we like stop at the restroom I always find myself like switching into sneakers. And then definitely socks for the way back, but we have a washer. And I always actually bought these in North Carolina last year. Let's see, where are these from? These might be from Aerie, and I got them because I was like really cold at night, like under the covers. Yeah, so these are kind of like tube socks, and I bought them maybe like halfway through the trip, but don't regret it. I think I use them every other night afterward because I like the AC, but not when my feet are cold. So I suggest bringing at least like 1 comfy pair of socks. And the house that we're staying has like carpet everywhere. So I don't know, just like a nice like fuzzy feeling if it's cold. So bring some socks for your sneakers and maybe like a pair to wear at night if you like to do that. So these are shorts that I'm just going to treat as like pajama shorts. I have like a white pair from probably Old Navy. Let's see. No, actually from H&M. So I have like a white fleecy short pair from Old Navy. I have this gray pair from Champion. And then I have like these biker shorts from, I think, Yogalicious. So those I'll usually wear like in the afternoon. You know, at the house and stuff, but I'll just like rotate as needed, wash as needed. And then I will bring 2 shorts from Gap. I have these in like this light sagey green, which kind of like match that green hat I'm bringing with me. And I also have a pair of these in black that I'll bring, and that is in the hamper, so I'll wash that and take that with me. You already saw my Outer Banks t-shirt and my Outer Banks sweatshirt, and these again I'll probably rotate. I mean, these aren't like specifically pajama wear, but again, I just find myself wearing t-shirts as pajamas. I guess these 3 could be more like basics, but I actually think 6 of these tees plus the 1 Outer Banks tee is probably like overkill already. I could probably survive off of, well, I could survive with like 1, not that that would be ideal. I could survive with like 3 or 4, but I like options. And again, I'm not like overpacking, but there is just 4 of us, and we have the whole room to ourselves. So let's see, I'll treat like 3 of these as pajamas, maybe 3 of these as like shirts I can choose to wear during our activities. And I'll decide last minute if I really don't want to bring, if there's something I really don't want to bring. Okay. So far, that's like 6 t-shirts, not including my linen dress, my cotton top, and the other linen top. So it's a lot of tops. And then I have like the 3 pajama workout kind of shorts and 2 like regular pairs of shorts. I'm not going to bring jeans or sweatpants. I think I've done that in the past and just like never wore them. So I'm just going based on my past behavior. But if you've never been there before, I probably bring 1 just so you can find out for yourself like what you like. What else? I think that's it for clothes. I gotta find my bathing suits. So I have 2 bathing suits in the wash now. One's from Old Navy, the other one, actually no, 2 of them are from Old Navy. This one's from H&M. Never really opted for this one. It's very close in color to the other ones, but I just find like the built-in pads are always like shifting more than I'd like, so I feel like I'm constantly fussing around with them. But I'll bring them as a backup, and they're lightweight. Okay. So for me, that's 3 pairs of bathing suits. And these are just those other socks these are like ankle socks for my sneakers. Boop. Okay. So I guess next is toiletries, and then I'll go on to talk about some like kitchen essentials or like household items I like to bring. I always like to bring two to three bottles of like hand soap. Definitely like one for the kitchen, one for I guess like the main bathroom. Then there's another bathroom in our bedroom. So I'll bring at least like 3 hand soaps because we already have them. Might as well bring them and use them, and then just bring them back home whatever we don't finish. And then we always have like dish soap. The Sun Realty actually provides some like items, so they like provide you with like a sponge or dishwasher tablets or soap to get you started. And we like brought all the household items like with us. So we have a lot of like leftovers from last year, and I'm expecting them to provide like some more this year. So we'll have more than enough like dishwashing liquid and soap, but we might have to pack some more dishwasher tablets. And I already have some like paper towel. I think they provide probably like a roll of paper towel or toilet paper, so that I need to bring just so we have it. Or really, I might just buy it down there because I think I'm actually running low for our house here. So, all right, what else am I bringing with me? Oh, here's my beach bag. This is just a reusable bag I got from Home Goods, surprisingly. I snagged it because I was always like looking for like a green like checker print, either as like a rug or something, and I saw the bag and I just thought, okay, this is the green checkerboard thing that I'm going to own now. Have this giant bottle of sunscreen. This is just like a given to us, so just going through it and using it this summer. And we have 2 of these green and white striped towels. As you can see, I'm a really big fan of like a sagey light green. One of these is in the wash, so I'll bring 2 of these. I don't know that we'll need them, but we bought these like Speedo goggles this summer to use in our local pool. So I'll just bring that because it's what we usually pack for our beach or pool bag. So we've got like towels, goggles, sunscreen. I have pool noodles in my car that we're going to bring. And these are in my bag, so I'll bring these down. Just some like leftover IQ bars that I tried for the first time. I got this box like at Costco. A few weeks back I went with my parents, and I'd never heard of them at the time. But I think the 3 flavors in the box that I got from Costco are peanut butter chip, chocolate sea salt, and then I think the 3rd one was almond butter. But the nutritional facts look pretty good. It's like 12 grams of plant protein, only 1 gram of sugar, and I think it was pretty high in fiber as well. But I like the taste, they're easy to pack, and I thought it was like a good deal for the price at Costco. And of course, like after I looked at the company, I get all the ads now, so I haven't quite finished the box that I have. I probably only have like 4 left, and then these 2 and some other 2 other bars, finish them, but I would definitely buy them again. If I had to rank my flavor preference, I'd probably go peanut butter chip, chocolate sea salt, and then the almond butter. They're all good. It's just my preference. Also bringing these little earbuds. I find like even at home, sometimes I like need them to cancel out the sound from like outside. Usually in the summer when the AC is on, like that's enough to tune out some like outside and external sounds, or if there's like snoring, which I know I'm also guilty of, but one of my former coworkers told me about this, and yeah, I think these are pretty good. I'll probably bring them with me just in case I'm feeling like sensitive to like any noises in the house. Not because where we're staying is noisy, it's just I'm traveling and I anticipate somebody's going to be snoring and I might be able to hear it through the walls. We'll see. But usually I sleep like pretty peacefully there. I'll like fall asleep, I don't know, somewhere between like 9 and 10. I always find maybe it's like a half an hour sooner, and then I would sleep here, and then I'm always finding I may be like waking up either like right before sunrise or like 15 to 20 minutes after sunrise there, just like naturally. But I'm gonna bring my little like loop earplugs, and I also can't sleep without my eye mask. So a couple years ago, I was gifted the like Manta eye masks. So the first one I got was this one. This is the weighted one. And then I got like these like cups. So there's one option to stick them in the freezer if you want like coolness around your eyes. And there's also another pair of cups to put in the microwave if you want it a little bit like warmer, if you have like a headache or something. So the weighted ones are good. But then like a year or two after, I was gifted another Manta mask made of silk, and it's a lot more lightweight, and I just find myself like opting for this one, though it is nice to have the option of the weighted eye mask. The other Manta eye cup is like somewhere in my nightstand drawer, but this is like one of the ones you stick in the microwave. So yeah, I will bring my silk Manta mask, probably these weighted cups. Also have like the silk cups. So I'll bring one of those with me. This will also be good for the car ride, because if we're leaving at 3:30 in the morning and let's say it's like 5:30 and I still want to get some more sleep, and if somebody else is driving, and usually somebody else is driving, I mean, I have a license and I'm always saying I can drive, but I never do, so I'm definitely guilty of that and appreciative of my family who always drives. But I can if I have to. But yeah, usually, let's say, I don't know, I can't remember where we are, like at 5:30, because I'm usually asleep, but having the eye mask is really nice. And then if I have my like loop earplugs, though usually I just leave those for the house, and maybe I'll like listen to music and my like earbuds connected to my phone. So we're gonna bring the Manta eye mask. My Manta, you can probably see the imprint, but I think the design's a little bit different now. Last time I checked, because I was considering getting a new pair, and I probably will soon. But yeah, you can see like their logo, the piece that was here like fell off. The other thing I'm gonna bring with me is my Kindle. So I'm charging it right now. I'm also bringing like a physical copy of a book, which I'll show you. So this is one book I feel like I can hopefully confidently like actually finish on vacation. It's called Train Dreams by Dennis Johnson. And yeah, this was recommended to me. I have been really bad at like reading books this year, but hopefully between like my Kindle and like my Libby app, I can borrow something. But if I really just don't want like any kind of screen at all, I have Train Dream. So my goal is to read this while on the beach this year. If I can at least just like read this, I'll be happy for the week, just because again, it's been really tough for me this year. But this is the toiletry bag I'm gonna bring. It's kind of like breaking on the sides, but hopefully I can like make it through one last trip of using this pocket. Let's see, yeah. I also have this other one, but it's a little too small for all the things I'm gonna bring. So yeah, I'm still using toiletries, but I have my Kristen Ness shampoo and conditioner that I'm going to bring, the clarifying one. I think you can buy that definitely at Ulta, and I think I bought the conditioner from CVS. I have this leftover fancy soap from a hotel that we stayed at in Montauk in Long Island, the Body Cleansing Slab by Aesop. I think that's how you say it. Bergamot rind, ylang ylang, and Tahitian lime. So definitely going to use that throughout this entire vacation. And then I have some samples of products I have purchased like in the past. So in the past, I used to always get the You to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamin Superfood Cleanser. And so I have a little bit left, so I'll use that as my facial cleanser. And I also have First Aid Beauty's Pure Skin Face Cleanser. So these are small enough. I have them. I need to use them up. I will use that on this vacation. So I still need to pack my contact lenses, shampoo, conditioner, face wash, toothpaste. What else? Did I say my toothbrush? I don't even know. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so let's see. What are the essentials? For me, it's like the shampoo, conditioner, body wash, face wash, like mouthwash, flossers, because I don't want to have to buy them down there. I have a whole pack here, so I might as well bring those. My hairbrush, that's always like one of the last, I always kind of almost forget my hairbrush. Luckily it hasn't happened in a few years, but that is something I don't want to have to buy, so I'll make sure I bring my hairbrush. Again, some like kitchen essentials. Oh, so I'll show you later, but yeah, we usually bring some stuff for the kitchen. I mean, the kitchen's fully stocked with like appliances and utensils and everything, but just like for whatever, like preferred whatever we like, I'll bring that. And I guess I have some tissues. I can bring like a box of tissues just so we have in the bathroom. Oh, and then on the beach at night, there's always like crabs that come out. So last year, I actually bought some like butterfly nets from Amazon. If they're still around, I'll link them down below and I'll show them to you. But in the evening, once the sun sets, usually we'll go and we don't do anything. We like to catch the crabs, but we don't like kill them or do anything. It's just like fun, kind of like, it feels like hide and seek, or I don't even know. I don't know, I feel poor crabs, actually, now that I think about it. I feel like we're just like tormenting them, but it's funny to chase after them, and then after we get them, you know, we release them, so hopefully that's not like the worst thing, but it is kind of funny just like seeing everybody like chase and try to catch a little crab, or not even a little crab, like a bigger crab, and see all the different sizes and stuff. So that's like a fun activity we usually do at least like one night. And what else did we get? There's a new thing we got for this year. I've never used it before. Let me go find out what the name is. Alright, here's the new thing we got this year. Foxtail Sport. I think my partner just ordered this on Amazon. I've never played with this before. If you have, let me know if it's super fun. But it's my understanding it's kind of like play and catch, and then wherever you catch it, kind of like determines like how many points you get. So again, I am new to this. It looks like this is, if you catch it by like the ball, it's 0 points. By the red, it's 5 points. In between, oh my gosh, is this right? In between red and blue is 4 points. Blue would be 3 points. In between red and yellow is 2 points. And at the end, yellow is 1 point, catching by the tail. That's what that is. Sounds fun, hopefully. And then here are the butterfly nets that I bought last year. Again, there was a group of 6 of us, and there are exactly 6 of these nets. There's only 4 of us, so I'm probably only going to bring 4 this year. I don't know which colors yet. That'll just be fun to have as an option. And then last year, for the first time, I brought like a beach blanket, also off of Amazon, and it comes with stakes that you can use on either corner of the blanket. So these are like metal stakes in here. And we definitely used it last year, so we're going to use it again. This is the 4th year that we're using like a tent and chair rental service, which I highly recommend if it's in the budget. What I like about it is they set up for you like in the morning, and then they'll like take everything down for you in the evening. So rather than having to like lug your chair all the way down like the stairs and everything, it's just nice that it's already kind of like set up and waiting for us, and definitely feels like more like luxurious for the trip. And we've used like Mac Bros in the past, so like look them up. It's more of, you know, just small family business. They've done a phenomenal job the last few years, so excited to see them again. And we got 4 chairs and I think a 6x6 tent, and we've always gotten the tent. Can't imagine vacation without it. So we have that set up, plus this like beach blanket or outdoor blanket, and this foxtail, butterfly net. It's gonna be a whole bunch of fun. And our pool noodles for the pool. So they have a whole bunch of like activities down there. I think our first year what did we do our first year? Trying to think. I think our first year we went jet skiing. Did we go jet skiing twice? Now I'm like second guessing myself. Maybe we went jet skiing 2 years in a row. I can't remember. I know last year we went kayaking, like a sunset kayak tour, which was great. I highly recommend doing that at least once. And then this year I haven't really decided if I'm going to go kayaking or jet skiing, or I'd totally be down for trying something new like paddle boarding. I've been on a paddleboard before. Recently, actually, this past week, I did like a stand-up paddleboard and sound meditation. Haven't done like yoga on a stand-up paddleboard, but paddleboarding like on the water sounds really cool. And potentially parasailing. We'll see. I've been wanting to do that for the last like 4 years, but I'm like intimidated by the different heights they offer at like 400, 600, and 800 feet. So I'll keep you posted. Maybe there will be an OBX vlog showing what I do. I'm not sure. But either way, I know we'll have like an outdoor activity. You can also go like mini golfing. We did an escape room one year with the larger group, which was fun. So yeah, we always find like something fun to do, as well as just check out all the different like coffee shops, ice cream shops. I really like the Chill Spot and Doppio in like Corolla. I'm trying to think. Usually, again, we'll go to this cute coffee shop called the Kind Cup, which I highly recommend as well. And can't go wrong with visiting one of the Duck Donuts locations and just getting a box of donuts for the morning and some coffee. So definitely looking forward to this. I think the only other thing is we're definitely going to bring like a cooler with us just for the ride down. There are some like preferred foods that we like want to have with us, like specific like chicken sticks or shish kebabs or whatever. From this meat market in Astoria that we go to. So it's kind of like been a tradition now just to get a whole box of these like seasoned chicken skewers to like cook on the grill. So I think for like the first couple years we packed a cooler just for that with dry ice, and that's usually like attached to the car in the back. And then we'll have like a much smaller cooler just for like some drinks or breakfast like on the ride down. So I don't think I missed anything else. Again, it's just like some of those other toiletries that I am going to be bringing the day of. Last couple of pieces of laundry I'm going to do. But hopefully that gives you a better idea of maybe what you would bring if you were to go to the Outer Banks. If I missed anything, feel free to comment down below. And let me know what your favorite places are in the Outer Banks, or if there are any places I should check out again if I go next year. So thank you, and I will see you soon.